Right, so this is day 6 of growing a brand new faceless YouTube automation channel to $10,000 per month. This is the channel that is in question. And for some extra context, if you're new here, this is one of the channels I ran up to nearly $200,000 in estimated revenue. And across digital products, affiliate marketing, and brand deals, this has done well over $250,000 off of just ad revenue, as well as all those other monetization methods. I've grown hundreds of thousands of subscribers on multiple different channels. And this is the one that I'm documenting for the sake of transparency, raw, completely unedited. I'll literally show you everything across my Freelancer team, how we find the content, sit back, relax, take as many notes as you need. Other than that, I want to jump straight into it. So I want to first update on my Freelancers. So my Freelancer is right over here. One thing I don't like is that I have a Freelancer in Discord, but the majority of my other team is all within Slack. So I'm going to invite this Freelancer, which is the newly hired one. Honestly, a very solid freelancer as well. For quality content stuff is really, really solid. So I'll just be like, BTW, I'll add you to my Slack group where you'll be able to talk with my uploader creators you need from them. I need to find her email address. It was right over here. By the way, if you guys are watching this, don't steal this freelancer. It's mine. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want. If you guys do end up stealing this freelancer, that'd be really funny because then I'll have to hire a new one, and you guys get to see me do that. That'd be quite interesting. But let me go. I forgot how to like add someone. Hold on. Direct messages plus. I think it's this button right over here. I haven't added anyone in the Slack in a long time. Manage. Yeah, I forgot how to add people too. They're a coworker. They're from an external organization. Add an email address. Send an invitation. Bro. DM with external people. Try it out. Boom. As members. There we go. Send. Done. Sending an invite. Perfect. So now she has been added. Hello, this is the YTA. Why did I say hello? I have to be like common casual. Yo, this is the YTA group from Danny. Boom. Perfect. Let me know if you got the email invitation. BTW, how do you find everything? You have to check in with freelancers just to make sure that they're happy and they're not going to just leave you randomly. So just be like, how do you find everything so far with work? Anything you need from me? Okay. I also want to check in with, so there's one of my clients actually within my SA community, which is like my private mentoring group. He has a script which is super interesting where it automatically uploads all the videos at mass bulk and gets like 50 videos uploaded in 2 minutes. And it's a lot cheaper over time than hiring an uploader to do it for me for 30 cents a pop. That's what I'm currently doing. So I'm considering getting that script. I want to message him, see if he gave me any updates. He didn't give me any updates. Rip. Okay, well, in the meantime, I want to take a look at what went wrong. Or not went wrong, but like what happened. So I want to show you guys also, over the last 28 days, we have experienced a drought in revenue. And this hasn't happened to just my channel, but some of my other clients had the same thing. It's just literally the RPM has been dropping down in Q2. Usually advertisers don't pay as much during this season at least. So we have to make either higher RPM content or more videos that can get more views. The views has been a low drought as well. Okay, so never mind. The RPM is actually normal from yesterday's revenue. It was just low on this day. But the reason why the revenue is such a big very similar is because of the view that droughted, if that makes sense. If you do the math properly, you could see that that's what I'm talking about. And then also with my Trello board, this is the workflow section where we have all the videos. This was at 20 and now it's at 0 again from yesterday. We feel, so we're trying to fill this up to like 30 video topics. So this will probably be one of our longer videos because I want to get a lot of good solid topics in today at least. At least that's the plan. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna do some market research, topic research, and I want to first see advanced mode. Let me take a look at the videos that actually performed decently well yesterday and see like what kind of the numbers are looking like. So if I sort this to literally just revenue from yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Wait, no, that's the day before. I think it's supposed to be 24th. Oh, wait, no, that hasn't updated yet. Okay. I'm really confused at this point, but let me see here. So the RPM was $2, and then this RPM was also low, I assume. Yeah. So the RPM went from $3 to $2. Like the other days, it was sitting at close to $3. And then the day before, the RPM was like over $3. So something went wrong. The RPM fell off. The views are quite similar though. And let's see here. Like we have a couple views, but obviously the RPM is where we leverage the most. And as these videos rank and get more views, like we should be pulling in like 20 to 30 to 50 views per day once these start to actually fully rank, which will take a couple more weeks to maybe even 1 or 2 months. Then this will start printing like a lot. And then when you have hundreds of videos like that, that's how you really get the revenue up. But what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and click on last 7 days. This is a little bit more important. I think I actually have a list of groups of topics that I want to kind of work off of from last topic research session right here in Slack. So yeah, how to get Pluto TV on is one of them, and then these 3 as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a incognito YouTube tab, private browser. Allow while visiting the site. Okay, how to get Pluto TV on Samsung TV. So now I'm going to be finding video topics using vidIQ as well as YouTube private browser. And it seems like this video topic is not bad. I actually already made a video about it. How to Pluto TV on Samsung TV. It's not completely untapped. How to get Pluto TV on, how to watch outside USA. Let me try in how to watch, because I want to target higher RPM. How to watch USA Network on Peacock. This video is sick. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I love this. I like this video topic because it has USA, which is gonna mean higher RPM, and then this signal right here is really good. Let me take a look at this YouTube channel actually. So videos, 1.78 subscribers, 550 videos, very similar channel size to mine actually. Let me see if they have any good recent videos. These are all posted 9 months ago to like a year ago, which is not good. 34 minutes ago, how to add router to Verizon home internet, how to transfer things from the bank, how to watch WWE on Peacock, how to find recovery, facecrypto.com. This video doesn't have a massive RPM, I don't think. This video did good. How to pay tax on interactive broker. How to pay tax on interactive broker. Let me just take a look at what the signals show for this. Really solid signals as well, at least. Yeah, how to pay tax for. Let's do in. Let's go back to here. I want to take a look at that first phrase that we first worked off of, like this one. How to watch USA Network on Roku. We're doing this one. Yeah. How to watch USA Network on Roku. How to watch USA Network on. Okay, let's do how to watch and then remove network. Okay. Network. How to watch a Roku channel on phone. How to watch Roku channel with antenna devices or Epic channels. Okay, we're gonna go to right here. How to get Pluto TV on. That was the original one. Let me see if she messaged me back on Slack first. No, she did not. That's a rip. Okay, whatever. How to get Pluto TV on LG Smart TV. How to get Pluto TV. Let's try this one and see what the signals look like. 221 views, 6 months. That's kind of shit. How to get Pluto TV on outside the US. How to watch Pluto TV outside US. It's going to give me a low RPM because I'm going to get third world country people then. Yeah, so let's work off of Creator Alliance now. Oh, I already did so many videos about this though. Creator Alliance's invitation code. Creator Alliance. There's no videos about this. That's good. So I already made a video about it. Where is it though? Can't find it. I can't seem to find it. Right here. In progress for Kareem. Okay, that's going to take a long time. Kareem is my slower freelancer, so let's just do invocation code 2025. And then we want to double down on quick in videos. What I also want to do is like actually rip some proper topic research. Let's go to Quick and Easy's channel. Quick and Easy Amex. That's how you find this channel. So they have 70,000 subscribers, but they have like a shit ton of views, 56 million views. But they have a $4 RPM that's easily generated like well over, I don't know, $300,000 or some shit. Really solid channel. They have really, really good topics at least. How do you zip pay? How do you zip pay Australia? Where is zip pay used? It's a buy now pay later. I like that. Really like that. Use zip pay in. How do you zip pay at Walmart? How to use one pay at Walmart. There's not a lot of videos about this. I like this. I like this. Boom. Oh. Archive. How to use one pay. This is a very good topic. So we're going to do this. We're going to open up a third. This all looks super messy, but that's all good. A third tab. How to use one pay at. Bro. How to use. What even is one pay? Is this like a third world country thing? Oh, it's literally just for Walmart. Okay. How to use. Let's remove one pay. How to use pay. How to use Apple Pay, One Pay, Zip Pay, Google Pay, Walmart Pay at gas pump. No, this video is kind of bad. How to use One Pay. Whoops. How to use U-Card. United Healthcare card. Oh, this one's sick. How to use United Healthcare card. How to use U-Card. How to use United Healthcare card in Walmart. So I'm gonna take this, work off of it as well. Let's remove Walmart. Remove this part. OTC card. What is OTC? OTC is no clue, but we're gonna take it because this performed pretty good. OTC card at Walmart. Let's just remove all of this stuff and then just have United Healthcare because I want to see what this is even like about. What is it? Okay. Conditions, therapies, antibodies. It looks like it's for old people, so that'll give a pretty good RPM. United Healthcare, commercial, meme, shot, explain. No, that's all baloney. Okay, how to use U-Card on Amazon. Hell yeah. How to use U-Card full abbreviation. Okay, whatever. We're just going to use how to use your U-Card on Amazon. How to use U-Card on. Is there any other sites? Walmart and Amazon. Those are the only ones, I think. How to use UHC. Yeah, it's a Walmart. Okay. Bro, what? Let's go here. How to use Affirm, One Pay. I've already heard of all these. They're not going to do as good. EBT, PPO. I've never heard of PPTO. This video seems to be doing good. What is it? Protected time paid off. I like that. How to use your Walmart to get time off. Boom. More specific, how to use to leave early Walmart. Okay, let's test these different phrases actually on me at Walmart app. So this video actually printed Let me take a look at that competitor channel. Actually, Butter 4A, only 2,000 subscribers. Why did they stop posting? A lot of their videos are actually doing well. Super weird. But how to use PPTO on me at Walmart.com. How to use PPTO. How to use. So let's go back to the original phrase of just like how to use Walmart. Zip, UCard, OnePay, Afterpay, Affirm, Afterpay. We could look at Afterpay. How to use Affirm at Walmart in store. So saturated. Okay, let's go back to here and then see like why Quick and Easy even took this one. How to use Zip Pay in Australia. He's the only one making videos about it, I think. Wait, how to use Zip Pay financing in Australia listed really bad. Okay, this has no view potential then. 900 views in 4 years is really bad. How to send wire transfer Wells Fargo. Wow, we actually found a good amount of videos in a decently short amount of time. But all of these Minecraft videos, they have good view potential, but again, the RPM will be really low. Same as these like iPhone device things, because it's not generically targeted towards first world adults, which is what I'm kind of trying to do. But honestly, anything that ranks in, anything that could have views and has view potential, could do good. Long term, obviously. So how to change menu, text, color in Wix Studio. Let me take a look at this. Oh, excuse me. So how is he ranking first for this one? So this is menu text color, footer text color in Wix Studio. Yeah, there's really one video that kind of supplies for it, which is quick and easy. No, I'm not gonna take this one. Let's see here. So a lot of these videos are like super untapped. We could potentially actually work off of one of these ones. Let me go back into, okay, I want to find like something that has high view potential, but this does not have a cooked RPM. Like I want to have at least a $2 RPM or $1 RPM. So let's actually sort this by views first. Okay. So Rainbow Six Siege has a $1 RPM. Is there any $2 RPMs? There is. Okay. How to play Logitech, Fortnite. So I noticed that there's 2 school Chromebooks that actually has not a bad RPM. And then fix Face ID not working on iPhone 11. Fix Face ID now. Hold on a second. Fix Face ID not working. Oh, not working. Is it? Why is it only Apple? What the hell? On iPhone XS. On after screen replacement. There's 2 videos made about this one. There's 3 videos now. Nah, too many supply. After how to fix. We're not going to do this actually. So what I did notice is that Chromebook has a decent amount of an RPM. So let's actually see if we have any groups about Chromebook. Yes, we do. Perfect. Let me also go ahead and edit. I'm going to edit this group, add more videos inside of it, and then see like we have 3 other videos. Save. Wow, okay, so it seems like this is actually super bad. Let me go to RPM. Actually has a $2 RPM, so the RPM isn't actually that bad, but this has a $7 RPM, which I like. How to play Cuphead on school Chromebook. So this has a $7 RPM. It's probably because of Cuphead. Cuphead, where is this from? Japanese. Okay, Japanese has a decent high RPM. That's what I learned. So what we're going to do is we're going to do how to play Cuphead on school Chromebook. Of course, I'm showing up at the top, so that's good. Let's double down on this one. How to play. And then we're going to also do one super similar. How to play Cuphead on school computer. Let's work off of Cuphead now. How to play Cuphead two-player online PS5. So AZ Digital completely dominated this space. I like that. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of videos actually other than AZ Digital. There's only AZ Digital on how to eat quick and easy. So I'm gonna definitely capitalize and just like take over this field because it has a lot of potential. How to play Cuphead 2-player online PS5. Yes. Bro, this is gonna be we're gonna be printing off of this. So many. On Nintendo. Of course there's gonna be AZ Digital. 2-player Nintendo. How to play Cuphead 2-player Xbox. So this wouldn't have a crazy RPM, but it should have like a $3 to $2 RPM, sometimes 7 because of that last video that we had. How to play Club 2-head player with 1 keyboard. Nice, this one's like untapped. 2-player online Nintendo Steam. How to play? What the hell? Also, I'm curious. Are these getting views still? If it's getting views still, then that's perfect. Let's freaking go. The graph is showing that it's still getting views from 2 months ago, even as well comments. That's great. So, how to play, we're going to just take that. Online PS4. Now, PS4, how to get Cuphead 2-player. This is basically the same thing. 1.6k views in a year.
Hey guys, Mark.
I'm not going to take this one then. Online PC. 38,000 views in a year is pretty solid. Let me see. It's getting views. Really, really nice graph, so that's good. How to play Cuphead online 2-player PC. Player keyboard and controller, PC with controller. Let's do PC with controller. Wait, did we already take that one? Let me just double check. Okay, well, that's calm. How to play 2-player PC keyboard and controller. I think this was the one that we took last time, right? Oh, we didn't actually have it. So vidIQ gives me a shit score, but this isn't as accurate as what I see from here. So keyboard and controller. Yeah, this is actually not a good topic, okay? So how to play Cuphead 2-player online PC. I think we took the majority of these. Oh, we didn't take local, actually. So let me see, yeah. Let's shove that in here as well. So now we have 20 video ideas found. That's great. I like this. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Give me, bro. Are you serious right now? Okay, continue with Google. Mortis. Don't mind that email. I made that like 6 years ago. Okay. So we're gonna go to ChatGPT. Give me applications similar to Cuphead. Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight. Hollow Knight, I've never heard of that. Let me just see like where this is mostly played in. Where is Hollow Knight mostly played in? You make sure it's like not like third world countries, but that is good. UK, Germany, France, Australia. It's not perfect, but okay. No, this is super calm. This is great. So we know how to play. Wait, I want to first before we go into Hollow Knight. Actually, I'm gonna do something really smart. I'm gonna continue to work off of how to Cuphead because then we want to squeeze everything out of this thing. So, how to draw Cuphead and Mugman? No, we're not gonna do draw. How to Cuphead versus Bendy. Okay, never mind. I think that's basically all the good topics for Cuphead. So we're gonna actually work off of Hollow Knight now. How to play Hollow Knight multiplayer. So this one, how to play Hollow Knight split screen. There's no videos about this. Hold on. Is Hollow Knight safe to play on YouTube? You need to make sure it's not like something sketchy and weird. Generally, perfect. How to play Hollow Knight split screen. How to play Hollow Knight with a controller. Okay, 79,000 views. Yes, it is 4 years ago, but I got great views. Very small channel. This is what I'm talking about. It's like a real, and then it's obviously from 4 years ago. It's still getting great views. No sense of dying out. This is what I'm talking about. Let's freaking go. What I can also do is actually take a look at like what this channel's up to. So they haven't posted in. This is what I don't get. They get views that forever get views, and they just don't double down. They just stop posting. Like, what are you doing? How to play Hollow Knight with friends. This multiplayer, which is the same thing. Um, there's actually not a lot of videos about this, and so we're gonna work off of it. Oh, I'm actually super happy with like these topics. These are all super good. With mod, no, with on Android. On Android Hollow Knight. There's actually not a lot of videos about it. Hollow Knight on Android, how to play Hollow Knight on keyboard. Wait. With mods on Android, on mobile, on piano, on keyboard. Hollow Knight with a keyboard sucks. 4,000 views in 8 months. Not bad at all. Considering if it has a $5 to $7 RPM, that'd be sick. On school Chromebook. There's no way this is actually a thing. Great. Untapped. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. Hollow Knight on school Chromebook. We could also take this phrase, go to a separate YouTube tab. How to play. Let me see if there's any other games. Friday Night Funkin' on school Chromebook. So this one. Friday Night Funkin'. I've never heard of that game. Is it safe on YouTube? Age rating is recommended. Okay, yeah, that's calm. So there's one video from 4 years ago that's getting 161,000 views.
Hey guys, and
it's still getting views to this day, which is good. Wait, but there's actually a ton of videos about it, so never mind. Yeah, we're not gonna do this one. How to play Hollow Knight on. We're gonna work back off of this one. How to play Hollow Knight on PC. Great. No videos about it. How to play Hollow Knight on controller. There's no videos. Is there no video? There's actually no videos. This is so untapped. I love it. How to play Hollow Knight on Mac. That did really bad on iPad. There's one video on mobile. Yeah, we could do this one because 3.4K views in a month ago. How to download and install without PC. Wait, hold on.
What happens when you switch?
Let's come. First of all, I want to make sure this is actually safe for me to post. So I'm going to ChatGPT. Can you officially get, what the hell is this? Can you officially get Hollow Knight on iPad? Gotcha. So then what we're going to do is, because it's not actually allowed to play on iPad, we're going to do, can you play on iPad? That's pretty calm. 30 video ideas. Now, a lot of these are not going to be extremely high RPM, but that's fun because we do have high view potential. Let me actually ask ChatGPT, what is the estimated YouTube CPM and RPM for Hollow Knight tutorial videos? Why is there 2 responses? Okay. So let's see right here. Approximately $4. Create a report on RPM between the gaming category. That looks more likely, maybe. 80 cents with 7 million views over 10 months. Okay. So that's cool to know. RPM might be around. Okay, this actually looks a lot more accurate. Yeah. Typically ranges $2 to $5. I think it's gonna be around like $2 and to $3. So let's say it's around like $2. that's still really solid, especially if it's a high view potential video that can get, tens of thousands of views over time. Because there's a lot of videos that actually did get that amount of views from these channels. Not this one, but like some of the other ones. Let me just double check. Like, for example, Split Screen, how to play Hollow Knight. Hundreds of thousands of views. This is a short. How to play Split Screen on Mac. This is on Mac. I don't know why they have on Mac, but you can see 33 subscribers. 33 subscribers. Their video looks really, really terrible. So that's probably why I actually did not get a lot of views. But yeah. It took me 25 years to realize what I'll tell you in 3 minutes. That is a very good title. Because I'm interested, I want to take a look at this.
What if I told you that the happiest moment of your life has already happened, but you were too busy chasing out? Then and feel
Okay, no, that's like not important one so far. I do notice that this is a super big outlier on this channel, so I want to take a look at like what kind of other outliers that this channel has. Okay, this is actually like a super cool niche, so I'm gonna literally just take this, save it here just because I feel like it, and then look back at it. But in the meantime, we could do more quicken videos because that's what works super well on this new channel, at least. And if I go over to the last 28 days, I want to sort this by most revenue earned just to see what kind of videos are showing up for that. Oh, let's just go to Pure Does Crypto, the whole channel as a whole. Other than this one, okay, wait, hold on. Let me switch this also publish date to just videos posted in March. So videos only posted in March. My highest earning video is a tutorial video, 10-minute tutorial video, and then these 2-minute long ones. So this one is about a 3-way comparison, best LLC. That has a really high RPM then. Let me switch this to RPM. $74 RPM, $100 RPM. Big RPMs. $20 RPM, $27 RPM. So a lot of these tutorial videos are actually not doing bad at all. Spectrum TV versus YouTube TV. So it seems like the overall RPM is high, but that's not because all the videos are $4 RPM, but we have extreme outliers. And then this one just ranked well as well. Let me think here. Yeah, a lot of solid topics. March 1st to the 25th. Alright, let's take a look at also videos in January. Let me see like the first week of January. I think this was like a pretty decent week. Let me see. 8th to the 14th. Not as good. 15th to the 21, not as good. 22 to the 28th. 22 to 28th seems... Wow, we have an $8 RPM from videos posted in this week. That is really good. But that's literally just because of this, I think. And then all the other days are... Oh, okay, we still have decent days as well. That's really good to know that we have an $8 RPM. 16, 17, 111, 10. Why do we have such a good RPM within this area? That's super cool. Let's do the last 7 days. $10 RPM. But then right here we got like a $4 RPM, $7 RPM, $3 RPM. So on the $7 day, so March 22nd, I'm going to sort this to March 22nd and see specifically. Okay, 1 4 All digital card. Okay, 1 4 All seems to be super good RPM then. So we're going to actually capitalize on that a ton more. Right over here for next time. Halifax credit card. Could work off of that. Cash App, that's saturated. Disputed transaction on Apple Pay. Good RPM. And then all these other ones are like not worth it. But that's really good to know that 1 4 All is actually like a high RPM and then that's performing good. Let me see if I have a group for 1 4 All. Let's rip that real quick and see what the signals kind of look like for this topic. Save. Because what we could also do is, after doing a lot of research for 1 4 All, find competitor applications similar to this. Last one you did. The revenue is terrible because none of the videos are ranking. But let me take a look at the RPM because that's really what matters at the end of the day. Because we can get videos to rank over a long period of time. So it has a $6 RPM overall. So that's a really solid, consistent RPM, which is good. How to use one for all digital card in store. Wait, so what I could also do is take this topic. Let me try something. How to use... Okay, we're going to work off of this phrase as well. In store. But yeah, that's a good amount of ideas for us to work off of tomorrow. This is a cool niche. Let me just double check on my freelancer, see if she said anything. No updates. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's basically it then for today's video.